What separates the rich from the wealthy? Over the past 20 years here in Dubai, I've met lots of people who appeared filthy rich. Lots of houses, cars, jewelry, and the trappings of wealth. But once you scratch beneath the surface, you see their finances are a complete mess. But with the wealthy, it's all about what you don't see, because the truly wealthy invest their money in such a way that their family will be financially free for generations to come. And over the years, I've consistently noticed 5 big differences between the two groups. 5 investment decisions that the wealthy always get right and the rich people always get wrong. So today, I'm going to explain how each one works and how to start adopting a wealthy mindset when it comes to investing. And the first has to do with planning. No one runs a business without a set of annual accounts, monthly management accounts, and a business plan. But almost no one has these down on paper when it comes to their own life. I meet countless rich individuals who just go on gut feel. They meet a likable character at a private bank or a charismatic broker on a golf course. They hear about investment and just buy it. They have no rigor to their decisions and are largely driven by emotion. Whether you're Sheikh Mohammed or a labourer, your life can be changed to numbers. And this is called a life strategy. It gives you a clear pathway for your future. The wealthy typically invest time in this upfront planning and create a detailed life strategy. And this really helps them achieve what we like to call at AAS critical outcome number 1, wealth mastery. We define this as your ability to always know that you're making the smartest possible decision. A life strategy, or your life in numbers, is really the first place to begin with the planning along these lines. And the second has to do with property. Property decisions can have a huge impact upon our financial life pathways, whether we're talking about main homes, second homes, holiday homes, investment properties, rental properties, flipping, buy-to-lets, or real estate investment trusts. The rich typically see something they like, such as a house, they like it, and they buy it. But they don't necessarily think about the cost of capital, see the many risks, the negatives, look at the house price indexes, the data, the cost per square foot, or consider the opportunity cost of tying up their money in something that might be illiquid. It's often done on gut feel and emotion rather than grounding their decisions upon science. As a financial professional, I see both sides and all of the data, whether it's just the difference between the opportunity cost between the house price index and the equity markets, or if it's full-scale wipeouts like the type I see time and again here in Dubai. I'm a big believer property is normally something to enhance your lifestyle, not necessarily your finances, unless you're a professional and you take time to analyze how you structure any property purchase. Taking the time on these types of decisions will really make an enhancement upon your life financial trajectory. Thirdly is how wealth people view debt and access debt compared to the rich. Depending on money personality, which is the underlying beliefs that we all hold about money, normally shaped in our childhood or through experiences, many rich people don't like debt at all and they just pay cash. Others only think about popular retail instruments such as mortgages. The wealthy understand the difference between good and bad debt. They're aware of and have access to instruments such as Lombard loans. They're a specialist form of lending in which banks grant secured credit to their wealthy clients against a pledge of illiquid assets such as equities. They're typically much cheaper, more flexible than mortgages, and are one of the reasons why the wealthy get far wealthier over periods of time. A funny thing about life is that if you're not aware of something, you're not aware of it. Best-selling author of The Psychology of Money, Morgan Housel, says, your experiences with money maybe make up 0.0000001% of what's happened in the world, but maybe 80% of how the world actually works. The wealthy are aware of and have access to great facilities such as these and many others that others just aren't aware of. They can also plot the difference, the benefits of these onto their financial plans, their life strategies, and make well-informed decisions that really multiply their wealth and compound it in the future. After all, Einstein said the miracle of compound interest is one of the wonders of the world. And the fourth is to do with reducing future taxes and complexity. Every day people come to me with a tax problem and it's often just too late. Sometimes they're over planning with complexity sold to them by the financial services industry, corporate service providers and lawyers. More often than not, they underplan and the taxman leaves their heirs with a 40% tax bill. Evolution has wired us to think about today, but good planning helps us prepare for tomorrow. Good financial life management is always tax-led and circumstances can change. The wealthy don't hide in the red zone that I like to call the uncomfortable avoidance zone. They also don't linger in the amber zone which is organized chaos. Instead, they always come back to ensuring decision integrity with wealth mastery, getting on the right wealth trajectory by eliminating tax and complexity. And the final point is all to do with mindset. Getting rich is simple, but not easy. There are countless stories of people such as school caretakers dying with millions and investment bankers going bankrupt. This is because doing well with money isn't necessarily about what you know, it's all about how you behave. And behavior is really, really hard to teach, even to exceptionally smart people. Money, investing, personal finance, and business decisions are typically taught as a maths-based field, where data and formulas tell us exactly what to do. But in the real world, we make decisions based upon ego, our own unique view of the world, our money personality, the odd incentives, all scrambled together. It's our behavior that really, really counts. The wealthy recognize that every action we take today is an action for the type of person they want to become in the future. There are relatively few high-stakes decisions in life, but choosing how you structure your finances, how you go through life making financial decisions, are amongst them. When making them, the wealthy don't take advice from a friend or colleague, but they tend to seek the wisdom of sage professionals. Think maybe Obi-Wan Kenobi helping Luke Skywalker in Star Wars. This is exactly why sage firms like McKinsey in consulting or PwC in tax are in such high demand. And my personal mission is to ensure AES is provided with this type of wisdom for the wealthy, globally minded individuals and their families for the future. That said, whether the wealthy invest in property, stocks, shares, or something completely different, wealthy people always start with one thing in mind, and that's the end goal. So, if you want to start adopting a similar mindset and thinking about things long term, I'd recommend starting out by learning your own money personality. You can find this out in under 90 seconds via the link in the description. And while you're there, you might want to subscribe to the channel, and as we'll be making follow-up videos specifically about the topics above.